I don't know about you, but I love casseroles. Anything with potatoes and veggies that maybe is cheesy or creamy. Oh, those are my favorites. And today I'm going to be making one for you. It's going to be so easy and so quick with just a few ingredients. So stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow the starch solution. On the starch solution, I was able to lose those last 15 pounds and I've kept it off for 2 years. If you'd like more information on the starch solution, I will leave a link to Dr. John McDougall's book, The Starch Solution, in the description box below. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes that are made with no oil and are gluten-free. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. I do post videos every Tuesday and Saturday, so please hit that notification bell. And be sure to follow me on Instagram for more plant-based content. And if you're a beginner, new to this whole way of eating, or you've been doing it a while and maybe you just feel like you need some support, I started a Facebook group, and there you will find recipes, inspiration, and support. And if you're still not convinced that a plant-based diet is right for you, I created a short little e-guide that explains the benefits of a plant-based diet. And be sure to sign up for my newsletter. It comes out every other month, and in the newsletter I address different topics, some from a nursing point of view. I give you tips and tricks, recipes, and I will leave a link to all those things, the Facebook group, the e-guide, and the newsletter, and the book in the description box below. As always, I always put full instructions and ingredients in the description box, so you don't have to worry about getting a pen and paper and writing everything down. I've got it all in there for you, make it really easy. So let's get started. So let's go over the ingredients first thing. I'm gonna have some rice. I've got a couple cups of rice. I've got some broccoli, some frozen bell peppers, my cheese sauce, and a little bit of baby kale. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dump my rice in here. And this was just left over. And this is a mixture of brown rice and white rice. When I make my rice, I do half of it white, half of it brown. I'll just do a cup, like a half a cup of each, and then 2 cups of water, put it in my rice cooker, and it comes out absolutely perfect. And then I've got my bell peppers. I just thought it would add some nice color and some extra flavor. And I just ran these under some water. These were frozen, just defrosted them a little bit. And we'll throw those in. And now we're just gonna chop up some broccoli. I've just got 1 head. I don't know if I'm gonna use it all, but I just wanted to show you. You wanna cut them up so they're pretty small. About like that. And we're just going to put a couple cups into this mixture. So I'm just going to continue chopping up my broccoli till I get about a couple cups, and then we'll move on. Now, as you can see, I'm just using the little florets here. And if you have more than a couple cups, that's totally fine. I think that's about good enough. So we're just going to use 2 cups of broccoli. Now I'm just going to take a handful of my baby kale, and I'm just going to chop it up so it's kind of smaller pieces. That's gonna go in. All right, now I like to stir this up before I add the cheese sauce. And this is just my plant-based cheese sauce. Recipes will be linked below. And if you wanted to use frozen broccoli, that's totally fine. All right, so I'll start with about half this. I'm sure I'm going to use it, but just to kind of see where you're at. Because you want it to be nice and cheesy. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest. So it's about 2 cups. That looks perfect. Get that nice and incorporated. This is all gonna go into my beat up pan here. I think it's an 8x8. And then we're gonna bake this in a 400-degree oven. It's preheated for about 30 minutes. just spread it out. Look at how pretty that looks. All right, I'm gonna cover this with a little foil and put it in there for 30 minutes. And then what you can do is at the end, if you wanna broil it for a little bit to get kind of a crispy top, then that's an option for you. So while everything is cooking, I thought I would just touch base with a concept that maybe you're not familiar with or maybe you don't understand, and it is calorie density and why it's important that we eat foods that are low on the calorie density scale. Non-starchy vegetables are about 100 calories per pound. Goes all the way up to oil, which is 4,000 calories per pound. And we want to try to eat our foods that are under 600 calories per pound, which is potatoes and rice and oats. And there is a link to a calorie density chart in the description box that you can refer to. So the reason why we want to add a lot of non-starchy vegetables to our starches is, one, that we can eat more and not really increase our calories by much, and also to fill us up. We will feel satiated, satisfied, full, all that. So that's why with my rice dish, I added kale and I added broccoli and I added some peppers. Those are all non-starchy vegetables, and those are going to bulk up the volume of food without really adding very many calories. So you can feel full and eat till you're comfortably full and not gain weight. And that's why I'm always adding kale or spinach to everything I can. And I add rice cauliflower to my oatmeal because you are getting more fiber, more volume for very little calories. I hope that clears it up for you, because this concept will really help you in losing weight, because you shouldn't be hungry on the starch solution. You shouldn't feel deprived. So if you're eating just small amounts of food and you just feel like you're starving yourself, bump it up with non-starchy vegetables. Eat a big salad before you have dinner. I do that almost every night. And then I have my starch and my veggies, and I feel great. And that's what's helped me keep this weight off for the last couple of years, and it will help you too. All right, let's get back to the recipe. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Oh Lordy, look at this beautiful plate. Like I said, these are my favorite kind of meals where everything's just all mixed together. Rice and veggies. And if you noticed, I didn't put any spices in here because you're gonna get all the flavor from the cheese sauce. And my cheese sauce has onion powder, garlic powder, it's got nutritional yeast, it's got salt. So it's got a lot of flavor right there. So yeah, I can't wait. Let's do this. And it's hot. Oh yeah. This is it. This is it. Pure love. Thumbs up. Delicious. If you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with broccoli. That way I know you've made it to the end, and I really appreciate it, and it really helps support my channel. So remember, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. All righty then. I didn't like that. Let's do it over. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you're still not convinced that a plant-based diet is great, broccoli, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it.